Hey, welcome back to Bobb-z Callahan's Word of Advice. And in this video today, I actually wanted to talk about a topic that has been on my mind now for about 5 months. And this is about how we should kind of listen to how our bodies feel whenever we're going through this life and maybe we want to do something, but we may not be feeling well enough to do it. What do I mean by this? Well, let me give you an example of this kind of situation which prompted me to talk about this topic. I remember back in May of this year, in 2013, I was taking a 4 or 5 day vacation up to my summer house, which is near Cedar Point. And naturally, since I like Cedar Point and I had a free 4 or 5 day weekend, I said I wanted to spend 2 days in a row at Cedar Point, the best amusement park in the world. Well, I went on May 23rd, I believe, and I spent the entire day at Cedar Point. I had a blast, and even though I gradually grew more tired throughout the day because roller coasters can make you tired, I still had fun. And that night when I left the park, I was still thinking about coming back to the park the next day. But then, come the next day when I woke up, I just felt like I was way too tired to go to Cedar Point again for another full day and ride the roller coasters like I wanted to. So, what I did in that case, I was listening to how my body felt at that time, and since I did not have to go to Cedar Point 2 days in a row, I decided to take what I believe was the healthier route, and I listened to how I felt, and I just decided to sleep in on the next day. And I believe that was the better thing to do because, all of us need to recharge, and none of us should push ourselves too hard, especially if we are planning something that we want to do, but we don't have to do it. I believe there are going to be times in our lives when we are planning to do something, whether it's for fun or whether it's something that we're obligated to do like work, and there's just going to come a day where we just don't feel totally well, or we may feel very sick, and we should not push our bodies beyond what we should push them. All of us have a limit, and all of us need to recharge, and we can only do so much before we wear out. And I would say it's just very important for us to listen to how our bodies feel all the time, because there may be times when we feel either very sick or too tired, and we have the option to decide whether we want to go out and do something or not do something. Yeah, I understand that it is different now when it comes to stuff that we are more obligated to do. Like, if you have a job, that's different compared to like when you're on a 4-day vacation and you want to go to your favorite amusement park. Now, of course, if you're feeling very sick and you're able to call and get off work, then wonderful. Those cases where you're feeling absolutely sick and you feel like you are not going to function at all are the times when you really need to, of course, pay attention to how you feel and try to reach an agreement with somebody at your work and tell them that you do not feel well and you need to take the day off. All of us are going to have those times when we just don't feel well, or perhaps we may not react well to something, whatever it is. Like, say for example, you tried a new food and you discovered that it does not sit well in you at all. Maybe it's something spicy, or the flavor does not sit well in you. Again, you need to listen to how your body feels and reacts to that, and if you don't react well to whatever you ate, don't eat it again. The point is, we all need to pay attention to how our bodies feel because it's very important for our health. And there are going to be times when we may feel too tired to do something, we may be too sick to something, or we may not react well to something. And, we have control over how we want to sustain our health. We have the option to either tire ourselves out or eat and drink the wrong things all the time, or actually make smart decisions and we can help our health out. And I believe if we try to choose those choices where we are making healthy choices and not doing anything unhealthy to our bodies, then we will be healthier if we decide to make smart decisions and take the healthier way out. So with that, this is all I have to talk about for this word of advice video. I certainly hope what I've had to talk about will come in handy. Come back with a word of advice video.